All right, welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am Florida Boy. You are watching Florida Boy EDC. Today we're going to be doing a full review on the Wurkkos TD02. Let's get into it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start this off by saying this is a banger of a budget flashlight. This flashlight comes in at $27 with the 25% off that they're running. Normal price is like 36 bucks, but $27. That's without a battery. And if you want it with the 18650 battery, it's $2 more. So it's $29. That is an amazing deal. I think that is excellent. So here we go. Here is the Wurkkos TD02. And I'm a huge fan of this matte black finish that we have going on here. I like it a lot, actually. It's very grippy. They market this as a tactical flashlight. It does have the tail switch button on the back. So I think the matte black finish really justifies that. And I think that was a good, that was a very good call, going with like this matte black finish. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do the dimensions of this guy real fast. So let's see here. We are just shy of 5 inches. And we'll go ahead and get a weight really quick. Come on, you can do it. There we go. So we are at 3.9 ounces. So the weight is actually very good too. Pretty light. That's with the battery in it. So the battery is in there. That will be the carry weight of this flashlight. So this thing is back to what we were talking about. This thing is running a tail switch, and that one tail switch will do everything for you. Looking at the front here, we do have a little tiny battery door, charger door, I guess I should say. You are USB-C. You can see right underneath it that we have a charging indicator light. So that is nice to have on there. I really enjoy whenever they tell us what our battery percentage is at whenever we are, charging the flashlight. Going back to the body of this guy, the knurling is actually pretty nice. It's very aggressive, but it's not too terrible that it's going to eat your hand up. Same thing with the knurling that's right here around the heatsink area. That is pretty nice too. But you're more or less going to be holding it this way, just because you're going to be wanting to hit that tail switch. You do have a spot to add a lanyard right here. You can add it left or right side. Not quite sure why there's 2 holes. I would have just done one, but I guess if you wanted to mount it, your lanyard left or right, you do have that option. So that is going to be just looking at like the main body of this flashlight. Now, if we want to talk about the LED is an SST40. You can't really see it, but what I'll do is I'll just crank her on there for a second. There you go. That is an SST40 in cool white. Pretty good LED, to be honest. This one's going to be a 6000 to 6500K. So it is, it's going to be very cool white. And I don't think you have an option out of that. I think you're just cool white all the way. So speaking of LED, we're going to max out at 2000 lumens. So relatively good. If we go ahead and turn this on, and your tail switch is 1 pump. So click, turn it on. Whatever mode you turn this off on is going to be your memory mode. So thank you guys for doing that over at Wurkkos. That is the way to do it. Just leave it on the mode that I turned it off on, and we're Gucci. That's what I want. So starting off at the moonlight mode, you are at 10 lumens, and then all you do is do a momentary click. I could do a half click, so don't press all the way. Just kind of tap it. We go up to 100 lumens. Tap it again. We're at 400 lumens. Tap it again. We're at 1000 lumens, 2000 lumens, and then we'll jump back down to moonlight. And that's really all there is to it. Now, strobe warning, if you double tap this, we're all blind. And then there you go, you're on strobe. So then just to demonstrate, if we cycle through, we'll say medium, we'll turn it off, turn it back on, we're still on medium. So really easy to use. This light will tail stand. It's a little sketch with the tail stand, just because, you're kind of just tail standing on these 2 nibs back here. But it will do it. You can flip this bad boy on, tail stand it. There you go. I moved it off to the side so I wasn't blinding everybody. So if we open up the tail cap here, Wham bam, there you go. Here is your Wurkkos 3000 milliamp 18650 battery. It does have the little button top, so just remember that. It takes a button top. Everything on the inside of this light looks very, very nice. I literally don't think I have any complaints. Threading's a little weird. This is the only thing I've noticed, but I think the threading is just super. Well, how do you describe threading? Thin, not spaced out super wide. So you just it's a tight fit, which is good. I mean, that's good. That helps with the IPX8 rating. This thing does have an IPX8, so it is waterproof, not dustproof, or at least not dust tested. The lens on this is mineral glass, whatever that means. You know, maybe just kind of like a sapphire lens, but not sapphire, just some other type of mineral. The body of this is made out of aluminum, which you probably guessed because it didn't weigh 1,000,000 pounds. And I like it. I like the aluminum body with this like non-abrasive matte finish. I think that was a very, very nice touch. The reflectors TIR. I mean, it's kind of all the specs that are here are things that we've seen before. But the way this thing operates and the way you use it and the feel and the fit and finish, it's very good for a sub $30 flashlight that comes with a battery. I think this is a very, very good deal. Yes, Wurkkos did send this in for review. I'm not just trying to pump up the company. I'm going to tell you how I feel about this, regardless of if someone sends me a free flashlight or not. Reputation's everything, right? So I think it's pretty good. I think for 2,000 lumens and you get a nice throw, which we're about to go test out here in just a second. For a sub $30 flashlight that comes with the battery, I think that's pretty gangster, because I mean, just go ahead and figure in $10 for your 18650 battery, and you're at $29 for this flashlight. So you're talking $20 for a 2,000 lumen flashlight that comes with not comes with a battery, but you know what I'm saying. Minus the battery, you're sub $20 for what this flashlight would cost. I think it's a good deal. I've been pretty happy with everything so far. I have not charged this since I got it, and we're still on green. You can see the battery indicator. We're still on green. So I mean, so far so good. Back here we have the little. I don't know if I showed it, but there you go. You can see you have your little rubber O-ring to help with that IPX8. I think all around, flashlights are getting cheaper and cheaper, and you're getting more and more. It's like a race to the bottom. Kind of like what knife companies are doing right now. It's a race to the bottom. Who can make the cheapest, best flashlight? And this is a good runner-up, man. This is a good contestant right here. I think I'm ranting and raving about this, and we haven't done the beam shots. Let's go do the beam shots, and then we'll come back and we'll kind of see my thoughts on it. All right, so the Wurkkos TD02, man, I got to tell you, I have so many good flashlights out here right now. Oh, so much room for activities. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and shut this off. Let me go ahead and get this guy on low mode. And this is going to be the Wurkkos TD02. And we're going to start off with low. That's how I always like to start off, just low mode, just so you can kind of see. Probably can't see the fence out there in the corner, but that is roughly, oh God, what did I say it was? 35 yards, something like that. I don't remember now. So we'll go ahead and go up from low to medium. There you go. Out there in the corner, that's where your 35 yards is. We'll go up to high, and then we will go ahead and hit the turbo. And there you go. I mean, that's pretty much as basic as it gets. Very, very easy to use. So there we go. Yeah, this thing is bright. All right, go ahead and toggle her back down, and we'll go ahead and get a couple comparison lights out. I'm not going to do a ton of comparisons, but we will hit some that are pretty similar, and we're just going to cycle through them pretty quick, just because I could sit here and do flashlight patterns all day. So we're going to have the Wurkkos TD02 on the right hand side as normal, and we will be running the Baton 3 Pro up against this TD02 as soon as I can get them to turn on. There we go. Okay, so TD0 are the Olight's on Moonlight. Let's switch it to low. There we go. So Olight on the left, TD02 on the right. This is going to be low, medium, high, and we'll do turbo. And there you go. TD02 hitting out to 35 yards, and the Baton 3 Pro also pretty dang similar. All right, there's your Baton 3 Pro. And next we are going to run, what do I got in my pocket? Oh, the LM10. Nice. All right, let me go ahead and turn that down. So we're going to have the LM10 on the left. Kind of going to be a weird comparison because the LM10 is set to smooth ramp right now. So I'll just ramp it up a little bit. First blink, so we'll call that medium. We'll call this medium for the TD02. Ramp it up to high for the LM10. High on the TD02. The LM10 is kind of not fair. And then we'll go turbo. There you go. You can see the turbo modes. LM10 just lights this whole area up. The TD02, not too bad. But the LM10, I mean, it's rated for almost double the lumens. So, you know, kind of hard to expect it to compete with that. All right, and last but not least, we're going to run the copper arc feld. And I'm pretty sure I checked. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's charged. I was gonna say I'm pretty sure I checked it. I didn't remember. All right, let me get that cycled down. So we've got the Olight over here on the left. It is currently in Moonlight. We're gonna go ahead and turn that up to low. And then there's the TD02 on low as well. So we'll go up to medium for the arc feld, medium for the TD02, the Wurkkos, and then we'll go high for the arc feld, high for the Wurkkos, and then we'll go turbo arc feld and turbo Wurkkos. And you can see they both easily touch the 35 yards. So far so good. The Wurkkos, I really like the beam pattern. It's pretty dang bright for the price. And you can cycle through these modes pretty fast just with that momentary clicking. I mean, this thing is super easy to use, so props to them for making it really, really easy. But that's going to go ahead and wrap up the TD02. Let's get back to the table. So this, I think this fits into pretty close to the same category as, you know, the TrustFire, the MC3 that I did a review on. I think this runs right into that category where this is a good hard use flashlight. Yes, you could carry this. This is like Warrior Mini 3 size. You know, like I said, this is, you know, Baton 3. This is kind of like Baton 3 size. Warrior Mini 3, Warrior Mini 2, it's kind of around that area. Not quite as pretty, but it definitely looks more rugged. It is definitely more of a rugged flashlight that you could really just go out and hammer in a nail with, or just, you know, beat the crap out of, and you're going to still have a flashlight that works. Which is saying something, right? Because I've had some flashlights where I don't know, I dropped it like one time and it just didn't work. So I don't think with this flashlight that's the case. Yeah, I think that's going to be a very, very good hard use flashlight. That is relatively inexpensive for, you know, less than $30. This is a flashlight that if you lose, break, crack, whatever, you know, water damage, hopefully it doesn't get water damage. I think the only point of failure here is going to be this battery door. I'm not super excited about that. This is just a personal preference. This is a thing for me. But if you're going to make a tactical, duty use, hard use flashlight, tail switch and all, advertise it that way, I just wouldn't put a charging port on it. I would stay away from charging ports. If, you know, someone is carrying this in their pocket, of, you know, say a police officer is carrying this in their pocket and they whip this out of their pocket and the battery door catches on, and, you know, they drop it in a puddle of water because they have to use it real fast, it's your charging port's done if it doesn't short out the whole thing. They don't really talk about the specs of this charging port. It does say it has polarity protection, so maybe it would just dud the charging port and wouldn't kill the rest of the flashlight, but who knows, you know. I would not put a charging port on a flashlight that is meant for you know, running and gunning type thing. So that's my only gripe, I think, as far as this flashlight goes. I would have kind of liked to have seen just maybe another button to go along with the tail switch, but this is getting kind of nitpicky on something that's, you know, this budget friendly. So, but these are just a couple things I would have liked to have seen. You know, I think if they'd added another button, they probably could have raised it $35 or something, you know, put it around there. It'd have been nice to be able to turn it on or maybe actuate through like this. You're not going to always hold your flashlight in this tactical manner. So it'd be nice to have that alternative use for just normal use. Get rid of this. Get rid of the charging port. I know the charging port is nice, but if you sell this to somebody who is already into the flashlight world, they're going to have battery chargers. They're going to have stuff like that. That just do it. Don't do a charging port on something designed for somebody who's going to field use this. Just get rid of points of failure is my whole spiel with that. Aside from that, aesthetically, functionally, performance wise, I think bang for buck, money for money, light for light. I think this is worth every dollar, every penny that they're asking for this. I just do. I think this is a great deal. So that's my 2 cents on this. I will link it down in the description below. It is not an affiliate link, so if you use that link, I don't get anything out of that. So I'm not just pumping them up, you know. I'm not just trying to sell you on a flashlight. If anybody watches my videos, they know I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it, regardless. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by, checking out the channel, watching the video, making it this far, all that good stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, ding the bell. You know what to do. You know what to do. Thanks again, y'all. I'll catch you on the next one.